What is going on, guys? Paul Ryan back at it again. I hope everybody's having a good night. I was sitting here looking at the NFL power rankings, and I saw that the Cowboys moved from, I believe, last week it was, or no, the week before that, it was they were like outside of the top 25, and after a back-to-back wins, they moved up to 21st, right ahead of the San Francisco 49ers and also the Cincinnati Bengals. And it had me thinking, if the Cowboys beat the Bengals, would it be an upset, or is that a team that they're supposed to win? Or, excuse me, a game that they're supposed to win, a team that they're supposed to beat? And I find it interesting because you think about the Bengals, they're a lot better on offense, especially at the quarterback position right now. No disrespect to Cooper Rush, but Joe Burrow is second behind Patrick Mahomes, or in the tier of a Patrick Mahomes, a Josh Allen, and this year for sure a Lamar Jackson, and you could even maybe make a case for Jalen Hurts, but I would take Joe Burrow over Jalen Hurts. But that's a conversation for another day. But you think about what Joe Burrow is doing on, albeit a bad team. I think that the Cowboys are the better playing better complementary football, while the Bengals are just relying on Joe Burrow to do anything and everything because their defense is so bad. But again, I still feel like at the end of the day, the Bengals would be considered the better team. But if the Cowboys were to win this game, again, would this be considered an upset? Could this be even considered a signature win? And would this be that type of game that could propel the Cowboys into a late season playoff push? It sounds like CeeDee Lamb will be making his return. It sounds like maybe Jake Ferguson might be making his return, and DeMarcus Lawrence. I mean, that's three pretty big pieces, right? I know CeeDee Lamb, left the game on Thursday night. I don't think he was actually expected to potentially miss this week, albeit I thought that might be the case. But he will be playing, and he's maybe not, of course, not 100%. But getting back Jake Ferguson and again getting back to Marcus Lawrence, I don't know. Those are the types of pieces you get back, and then you win a game like this. I don't know. I feel like that could be just the recipe for again a late playoff push. And man, again, we talked a couple of days ago about the remaining games on the Cowboys schedule. You've got the Panthers who are playing better. You've got the Buccaneers who have fallen off a little bit, but are still a very dangerous offense. And then you've got Philadelphia again, and the Commanders. If we go, if we were to go 3-2 or 4-1 in these next 5 games, and we continue to see we could be one of those teams that we could steal the seventh seed from a team like the Cardinals or a team like the Rams, so one of those NFC South teams, and that would be pretty impressive, man. I've been pretty down on this team earlier in the season, and maybe I'm just a little bit too high after these back-to-back wins, but there's something about this team. I've got just, there's a strange feeling that if we win this game on Monday night, I feel like maybe this team will be uh, in the playoffs, man. Will they win a game? They talked about that last night on the podcast, Brendan and Mike, and I was while I wasn't on the show, I was asking myself, who could the Cowboys beat if they were to make the playoffs? I think they could beat the Buccaneers. I think they could beat the Falcons. I think they could beat the Cardinals, and I think they could give the Seahawks a run for their money. Now, would they beat anybody from the NFC North like the Vikings, the Packers, the Lions? No. Would they beat Philly? No. But hey, man, with this current roster, and everything that's gone on this season, if we were to win the seventh seed and then win a playoff game, albeit against one of the inferior teams, that'd be considered a successful season in my eyes, and I think that would warrant bringing back Mike McCarthy for at least 1 or 2 years. Because man, if he can accomplish that kind of feat, I would just love to see what he could do with a healthy Dak. Maybe even bring back Mike Zimmer after seeing what this defense is able to do under him. And then you've got a healthy Dak. You've got a fully loaded defense, hopefully with Trayvon Diggs and Deron Bland playing together. And then you've got a new draft class coming in with the emergence of the 2022 draft class, looking at guys like, 2023, like Schoonmaker, Mozzie, and Overshown. I think that's a pretty scary team, man. I really do. But and I'm starting to ramble now. But yeah, I think the Cowboys again, if they were to beat the Bengals, I think that would be considered a signature win. Some might even view it as an upset. And I think that would be just enough to get us into the playoffs. But let me know what you guys think. Am I crazy, or do you kind of agree with that? Let me know in the comments. And please, as always, make sure to subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, and like this video. I'm Paul Ryan. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.